Alright. I am the Werehog. I'm back. I'm back. Again with another little scream. I'm gonna try to be a little quiet though because I'm actually screaming this a little bit late here, but yeah, this is the only time I got available to a free time that I have gotten today to actually scream this, so I'm gonna try to scream a little bit of Sonic Advance 3 before I have to get up tomorrow because I have a job and all of that, so yeah, but I'm gonna try to scream a little bit of Sonic Advance 3. Let me just take a sip of water right fast because I'm actually kind of thirsty while I'm starting this, but again, I just do these on the whim, so however these vids come out or these screams come out, hey, it's how they come out. I'm just here to share my thoughts while I'm playing and hopefully build here, try to at least on my free time. Let me just see here right fast. Let me actually go on mute because I actually have to fix something right fast, so give me one moment. Alright, to stop the music, it should be right now. The volumes and all of that should be good. It shouldn't be no muffling or me being too loud or the game being too loud or me being too low and the game being too low. It should be the perfect volume actually for me to get right into this. So just pause that. And yeah. Alright. Sonic Advance 3. Alright. Yeah, we should be good now. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, Sonic Advance 3, not my favorite Sonic Advance game. Again, that goes to Sonic Advance 1, purely just for particular reasons, and I get into that like while I'm playing, but I just want to scream this a little bit before I go to bed, like I said, because gotta get up for work or whatever. So try to make this. I may not scream the whole game, but I may try to do a little bit of this just for the night, cause just why not, right? So. And yeah, I already started a file. I mean, I could just restart, but I kind of don't want to because I actually kind of got, a gold medal rank on like the first level. So you know what I mean. So I just rather keep that on this file just because I just want to keep it on this file. So, but yeah, so. And I only have like this is a new file here, so I don't have any of the other characters like unlocked here. So I'm gonna go with the the standard dynamic of Sonic and Tails, of course. So yeah, so I practiced a little bit with this a little bit earlier, just before I started screaming this. So again, I hope the volume and all that is right, so it's not any problems with the volume while I'm actually playing this. But yeah, this is Sonic Advance 3. You know, I say my second favorite Sonic Advance game, even though I haven't played this in a very, very, very long time. Even more so than Advance 1, if that makes sense. But I have a couple of problems with this game, and I explained that again, like when I get into the level, if that makes sense. But yeah, the one thing that I do want to say though before I do start this is I don't intend on, again, like going, like doing the complete stories of, Sonic games when I play them, except for like the classics. I don't know what Tails was doing there, but yeah. As I was trying to say though, yeah, I don't intend on doing like the stories or none of that. Some actually kind of lower my voice because like I said, I'm screaming this at night, and I got like someone else in the house with me, so I'm trying to not be too loud right now. But as I was trying to say though, like I don't intend on doing the full stories though of Sonic games. I just intend on doing some of the levels and trying to get a good rank, unless the game has some type of ranking system in it. Then I will only just go for the ranks. But in terms of like the other classic games, or like the first two advanced games, I think where they don't really have any ranking, then I'll just play those like level to level. But every Sonic game that has ranking, I just rather like do individual stages, just because again, like most people seen the stories of these games anyway, and I don't know what Tails keep doing there. But yeah, just make sure this is right one more time before I actually start here. Okay, yeah. So I want to get into the first level though. Again, I already started this, but yeah, but my main issues and gripe like with the advanced games though is basically when you run into objects at times where you can't really see them, and that's like the main problem I have with the with Advance 3 in particular, because you can be running to a block or enemy or spike, and it just will hurt you or kill you if you're not careful or you're not that familiar with the level design. And that's like my main personal problem with this game here. I'm surprised I didn't get hit there. I got hit so many times there, earlier when I was practicing this. But yeah, the block like this, like you could be running right under there and you won't even see that coming. You know what I mean? So it's just like, And another thing too, the movement in this game is really floaty a little bit. It's more floatier than Advance 1, from me noticing that just by screaming Advance 1 yesterday actually, so, and I kind of don't like that, to be honest with you. I think it's kind of too floaty in this Sonic, or all the characters are, I must say. Advance 1 had the perfect feel in my opinion in terms of control, where it didn't feel too floaty. Again, it wasn't perfect or like anywhere near perfect like the classic games in terms of like control, right, and movement of Sonic and all of that. But yeah, those are my main gripes of Advance 3 though. I don't want to keep rambling on and on though, because I just want to kind of quickly get that off my chest. I know I'm just getting straight into it, but I'm just trying to make this a quick little stream, before I have to get up in the morning basically. Probably do like a couple of zones if I can or whatnot. But again, this is a new file that I'm starting here, so that's why you didn't see the intro or whatnot. But yeah, this is Act 2. And I say the blocks and not seeing the objects coming in front of you like while you're running with Sonic is more apparent in this act here though, in my opinion. So, and onwards, and again, Sonic Rush is also again a culprit of this same problem that I really have about this game. So that's kind of how I feel, but yeah, yeah, like in the movement here again is really slippery. Like I don't really like that, much at all. Cause sometimes it can make it hard to bounce on top of enemies, or you know, um, just trying to platform in the correct way that you would want to, so. But yeah, I'm just gonna try to see how I do here. Nothing really too much that, yeah, like in the bad enemy placement. Let me just get this off of my chest. I list those culprits of what I just said about what I don't really like about this game here. But the main culprit is the bad enemy placement. That's the main culprit of this game here, because like you could just be going in certain sections and then an enemy will just mess you up out of nowhere, and you won't even like see like that, like like why place an enemy like right there, you know what I mean? Like this is something that the classic games really doesn't do it at all, so so that's my main gripe with Advance 3, so like that, for example, you know what I mean? I mean, somebody could say skill issue, and that that may be plausible, but like why place enemies in sections where you don't expect them to be, if that makes sense, especially like in certain automated type of sections where you hit a spring and you're just running with Sonic, if that makes sense. So but that's just how I feel, I guess. So yeah, this movement is just really floaty though, like too floaty, man, so guess I'm gonna try to go this way if I can get up here. There we go. Alright, so yeah, I just had to really see there, but yeah, if I don't really have much to say, it's just because I don't really have much to say, so I'm just kind of just screaming this casually, like I said, I want to get interactions to where I don't have to talk as much, because again, when I have something to say, I tend to ramble on and on, but when I don't have anything to say, I kind of find it hard to talk about something, so so it is Act 2. And this is Act 3, so yeah, this act gave me a little bit of trouble here, surprisingly, like, and this is just the first 3 acts in the game, but again, due to, like, in my opinion, the bad enemy placement and the bad like object placement in this game, it makes it more difficult, I think, than what it really is, you know what I mean? So like that, for example, like how was I supposed to see that enemy right there? There's another route up there to the left side, but I didn't get to take that one though, so because I was talking. But yeah, the movement here just is not the best at all, so and yeah, I'm just gonna restart. I already did this anyways. I'm just gonna restart. That wasn't the run I wanted to do, so I may have to try to concentrate here just a little bit though, just to try to get a run, at least a decent run that would satisfy me, I would say, while I'm playing here. Alright, go this way this time around. Alright, now I gotta be really careful, because like it's apparent when you gotta like do like really tight tails. Why do tails? No. Why? He messes you up enough in Sonic 2 special stages, but why? But why this? Like this is what I mean. Like when you try to platform. Let me see, can I respawn this thing here without Tails screwing it up here? when you try to platform on these things here, you know, it's really floaty, and you know, it makes it hard for you to platform in this game. And I'm comparing this directly to Sonic Advance 1. I don't know about Advance 2 because I haven't played that also in a very long time, but Advance 1 just feels more tighter to control, which I do like, you know. But this game just feels floaty when you try to do like tight platforming like that. Like, he just goes way over when you kind of don't want him to, if that makes sense. So let me see, where can I go here? And I went right into a ball spike there. Of course I would. And of course that enemy will attack me there. Yep, this is what I mean though about the level design. Those, that exactly right there, you know. So I'm gonna try to restart one more though. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna try to go for a decent run here though, so if I'm quiet, I am concentrating here, unless anyone like comments or something like that. Alright, go right here. No, Tails, no. Oh man, like every time, man. Every time. Oh crap, man. No. Come on. Should be able to go here, jump there. Really, that wasn't my fault. Like I said, that wasn't my fault though, man. Like, why place enemies right there when you're supposed to be like, it's supposed to be a running section, man? You know. And again, I'm not trying to say that I don't like this game. It's not nothing to do with that. It's just the bad enemy object placement in this game, particularly. Again, Sonic Rush suffers from this too, but not to the extent that this game does, you know. So, and these are just my opinions. Like I said, everyone may differ, but like, man, you know, I'm gonna try to actually get the top route here if I actually can without screwing me up. Yep, and I screwed it up anyway. I did it too early. Oh well. I'm just gonna. Yeah, I would restart, but it's just like, I don't know, man. It's like, again, I love to go for good runs in Sonic games and all that stuff, but like, when the level design or like the control just isn't there, I just don't have the desire to do it. And again, it's not that I don't like this game at all. I think it's A tier. It's just the bad enemy object placement just holds it back, in my opinion, you know, from fully like me actually enjoying this as much as I enjoy like Sonic Advance 1, for example, you know. And I said that this is my second best Sonic Advance game, but like I said, I haven't played this in a very long time, so I don't know if I would change my opinion on that. Cause if I play like Advance 2 again, I may actually put that over this, but I'm not sure yet though. That's the thing. But I'm just not feeling the bad enemy placement in this game at all, man. You know, like, I'm just not feeling it, you know, sadly. And you know, I hate to say that, but you know, it's just, I guess, how I feel, you know. So it is just how I feel. Alright, I guess we can go to that boss though. I don't really feel like doing that again, just because, again, that aspect alone, you know. And it's just not fun for me to do, and again, something is off, you know. It's not fun for me to try to go for a good run or anything like that. So And this is what I forgot his name. His name is Gemerald or Emerald. I'm not even sure here, but it's one of those. But the Gizoid, I think, So surprised they didn't like bring, you know, him back after this story. But I think he was like repaired or something afterwards, because he's under the control of Eggman in this game. So and I never really played like Sonic Battle, so but yeah, these bosses in this game, these Eggman bosses, are interesting. But I don't know where I would place them. I still probably think that Advance 2 has the best bosses, I think. But that's just my opinion, probably. I mean, some of them in Advance 2 can be annoying, but I think Advance 2 has the best bosses, I think. And, my inputs are like really delayed here, man. Alright, then I think I'm supposed to do this like that. Okay. Alright. Yeah, but if this game ever gets decompiled like a smooth 60 or like I said 120 or all these advanced games, man, that'll be like, experiencing something new, I think, you know what I mean? Because I think the choppy frame rate is holding this game, like holding these games back, just playing them like on an emulator. And I don't know how these games feel like on a real Game Boy Advance, because I never had one like growing up back in the 2000s, but but I'm pretty sure like the responsiveness of the controls will feel a whole lot better though at a smooth 60 or 120, like if these games got fully like decompiled. But that's just me, I guess, but well, I wouldn't say it's just me, it would be, just look at all the other games that have been decompiled lately, but that's for another topic, I guess. Man, Dean Bristow, Eggman, Go to, man. Yeah, Zone 1 is complete, with yeah, I'm not that again, I'm really rusty at this game as well though, with the bad object placement at that. So I don't think this is gonna be like a top tier run. And again, I would go for like a top tier run or just me practicing on even while I'm screaming, but or like trying to go for good runs. But I just don't find the bad. I just find the bad object placement just not fun though. So like, and again, that's just a downer, I guess, when it comes to this game for me. So. But I do love Sunset Hill though, man, in this game, especially the music though, so I always thought this was like a goated zone in this game, but I haven't played this in a while, so I may suck at this. So I guess I have to see. Yeah, he's just so floaty in this game, man, like my goodness. Okay. Chow. Yeah, I'm not going for again the Chows or anything like that for the special stages, because I just don't really play Sonic special stages like that unless I feel like, and I completely hop right over that, because that's how floaty this game tends to be here. So alright, let's see what actually like where I'm supposed to be going here. Taking risks that I don't even know. Okay, ooh, crap, man. Okay. Okay, I got on this rail. Oh, that's some height right there, man. Yeah, that is some crazy height. Like, man. Okay, let's see. Oh, crap. Oh, okay. I got a life. Yeah, Sunset Hill, man, is a really good zone though in this game, man. You know, does have some pits from what I remember though, but yeah, that was a decent run though for my first time actually playing this in a very long time. 'Cause I don't remember none of the level design like that at all in this game. That's how least I've played of Advance 3 and 2. That is, you know, so. Yeah, that is some height you get from that different kind of spring there. So all right, though. Let me see what Act 2 has. I guess bottom route it is. Oh crap, man. Alright, I'm just trying to concentrate because I don't know what to expect here, man. Oh crap, I missed that completely, man. Alright. Alright. Yeah, I think I remember this section a little bit, but I messed that up, so. Yep, well, let's down back to this way then. Oh crap, I missed that. Oh man, yeah. I knew it was a pit there. Don't know why the movement is just so floaty in this game in a way. Yeah, that was a decent little act. I could see can I go for a better run though here with this act though. You know, it doesn't have too much of the bullery as you know route 1-on-1 does. So alright, let's see, can I actually like, oh, it is a route up there, man, but I need a lot of momentum for that, it seems. A lot. Alright. Oh crap, I missed it again, man. Alright, yeah, she got up here this time. Alright, let's try not to fall down though. Running backwards. Oh, it still takes me to this route, okay. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Is there another one that comes here? Or is it just this one? Alright. Skip all that. Yeah. Okay, that's nice. Alright. Okay, yeah, it was a better run. A better run. Oh no, I didn't want to go into this. Yeah, these mini games. Push the switch and get. Couldn't even read that out of the way. Okay. Oh crap. Yeah, with these slippery controls, man. Alright. Look, there's 2 lives. Alright, now where do we go next, man? Come on. Okay, there we go. Thank you. That is 2. I like the Green Hill remix here though. Okay, this is 3, alright. Oh yeah, I love this song, man. My goodness. Oh crap, I didn't even know that was there. I didn't even know you could go through that. I didn't even see that right there, man. It's kind of crazy. Alright. Okay. Alright. Oh crap, man. No. Alright, let's see. Enemy. Why? The enemy placement, man. Come on. Okay. Oh crap, man. It's a tight platform in here, man. Alright. I didn't want to do that. Oh, damn it. Why? Freaking messed me up. I was trying to, like, jump there just to see what was up there, if anything was at all, so. And then this is the part what kind of screws me up a bit here. So I don't know where I'm going. Okay. Yeah, okay, that was a decent run though. Oh crap, yeah, he gets more powerful as you progress. I forgot about that. You know. Oh crap, man. Thank you, Tails. You at least did something useful. Yeah, that was a decent run. This is where we meet the Knuckles. What is going on? Maybe you can use my head. I'm not gonna read the dialogue, you know, but you may select Knuckles now. Alright, give me one moment here actually. Yeah, alright, give me one moment. I'm gonna refill my water cup just for one moment because I've been rambling a little bit. Alright. Okay, yeah, I had to refill my water. My mouth gets dry like really fast if you didn't know that for some reason. So when I talk a lot or whatever the case may be. Alright. So that's 3, right? So now I have to go to the Eggman. If I can see where he is, because again I don't remember much of this game's like level design much at all, so you know. Oh crap, I messed that up. Alright. Oh, it's right up there, okay. Can I let me see here. There we go. Alright. Yeah, I remember this boss though, this rolling Eggman boss here, you know. Yeah, so yeah, you just want to hit his window basically at the right time, you know. Pretty easy stuff for, you know, the second zone. There's one Eggman boss that is like really hard in this game, but we haven't got to that zone yet, you know. So crap. Let me do this. Okay, can I actually like hit him right there? We go. Alright. Damn it, I didn't want to do that, Sonic. It's just the floaty movement keeps messing me up. Alright. Where are you? Okay, let me. No, slow down, Sonic. Man, Alright. I need to see what the crap is going on here. Where is he? Okay. Alright. Okay. Hit him now. There we go. Oh, Tails, you messed me up there. I could have avoided him right there. Man. Okay. Alright. I don't know why the crap do I sound like I'm like, I do these screens like I sound like I'm doing a let's play or something, man. I'm just trying to find something to say. Tails keeps like throwing me off because I'm trying to like multitask there. Let me see. Where are you? Alright. It's Tails. Tails, I thank you for helping me, but I need to know, like, when to hit him. Okay. Alright. Where are you? Alright. Got no rings left, so. Can I do this without dying? Nope, I cannot. Yeah, the movement of this game is just throwing me off a bit because it's just like, it just feels off a little bit, man. I don't know what it is, man. You know, it's just, you know, versus like playing like Advance 1, it just feels like he's fast forward or something like that, like Sonic or something. I don't know, you know. Okay, let me actually try to do this. There we go. Alright. Oh crap, man. Need to stop like letting him go off screen there, cause can't see like when he's coming. Where are you? What? I hit him there. Alright. Hit. No. 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 Okay. Alright, there we go. Thank you. Man. Alright. If only this game did not have floating movement, man. Ocean Base. Yeah, I remember this zone in particular though, man. It screwed me up a lot with the bad object placement. It's like for some freaking reason, you know, like, you know. Let's see how much it screws me up, you know. Let's see, man. Cause the object placement in this zone here, man, like, it's cool if you get good at it, because I have done that in the past a long time ago. I don't remember now, obviously, like the good routes, because I haven't played it in a while, but it's decent if you get good at it. But like, let's see, can I use Tails here actually? Damn it, then I did it too late. Okay, I was trying to think of something there, but yeah, but it's just like you gotta avoid the bull crap of the bad object placement, you know what I mean? And you know why, you know, like, that it's not horrible, it's just like, why, you know what I mean? Like when like this, for example, like if I was going faster, it would have like screwed me up, you know what I mean? And you know, but let me stop, because I don't want to sound like I'm complaining, you know. Again, I like this game. It just has problems. All right, you know, like it does. I just want to spin dash. Thank you. Hold on here. Is there actually like a top route here? Nah, it's not a top route. All right. I know something's gonna end up screwing me over though. Cause something I cannot see coming. Now let me go up actually. Nah, it's nothing up there. Alright. Oh crap, man. Yeah, like that. I don't know how that hit me there, but and why place a spike like right there? Like, why is there a spike right there? You know what I mean? But you know, again, I didn't create this channel to be negative. You know, like I'm not a negative like Sonic fan at all by no means, but I do have my opinions, and you know, I do stay true to them. You know, but like, you know, but yeah, I can't help how I feel. You know, I guess, but you know, come on, movement, like, oh boy, like he's so slippery, man. Like so slippery. Like, why didn't they just replicate the Sonic Advance 1 controls here? You know? Yeah, okay. And this is a good zone, like, don't get me wrong. Like, this is a good zone here. It's just, you know, the bull crap, basically, man, you know? Alright. Okay, this is... Oh crap, I missed that, man. I missed that top route up there, so I could have skipped this right here, man. But again, like this, I think this would be way better if the frame rate was like at a smooth 60. Like if this game was like decompiled, man, or something, like, you know, but the inputs would be way less responsive and all of that, I think personally, but okay, come on. Okay, no, how, what was that? That's what I mean, like, you know. You know, I'm a pull back though, man. I'm not gonna, cause again, I like this game. Again, I have to stress that I like this game. It's just, you know, the crap, basically. You know, like, man. And no, I don't think that replaying a level, you know, like if you were playing it to avoid the bull crap, is, I don't think that's good. You know, I don't think that's good design, in my opinion. I think you should be playing a level based on the skill ceiling that it brings you, you know, without like stuff that you cannot, you know, see, or that you cannot like properly avoid in time. You know what I mean? So like, learning the levels is a one thing, and again, like, learning the levels in this game can be really fun. Like, don't get me wrong, but like, you know, but you're learning to avoid some of the crap too at the same time, which I don't think that's the best level design, in my opinion. You know, a part of the level design, I should say. You know, it should be like learning a level or learning a stage to get the good routes. You know what I mean? That's harder to get, you know, or maybe it was harder to get on your first playthrough of the level or something like that. You know what I mean? So, not to avoid bad enemy or object placement, you know what I mean? While you're also trying to get good at the stage, you know, so. But I'ma digress from that, man. I'ma digress. I need to check the time here because, yeah, I can't scream long. Like I said, I just wanted to make this a quick scream. I may finish this off the next time I'm able to scream. It's just I wanted to play this for a little bit before I actually like lay down or whatever, because I have to get up, like I said. So, and I'm tomorrow, or early tomorrow. This is not where I want to go. I'm gonna try to get this zone out the way at least first, though. So just have to see where I'm going here. Okay, this is 2. But I do like the music though of Ocean Base, you know, particularly the hub area music though. No, don't fall down to the water route. Okay, thank you. At least they put a spring there so you can go back up at least. Yep, I know I shouldn't have did that there. Alright. Alright, come on, come on. Alright. Okay, where is I'm going here, man? Okay. Take me high. The music is spazzing out here because of the speed shift. My goodness, man. Those the advanced games, man. I cannot have full control because the slipperiness. My goodness, man. Yeah, I gotta do this over again, it seems now. Alright. Okay. Okay, what the crap am I going? Like, I'm going in circles? I'm just gonna go this way, cause okay, this is where I was before. The slipperiness screwed me up again, and I did it again, man. I did it again. Alright. Okay, come on. You know, and speaking of slippery controls, like I don't want to make this a tangent about like Shadow the Hedgehog, the game, or Shadow 05, but that game also has slippery controls. I don't see how people really praise that game in terms of control, because just like, or maybe people don't, I'm not sure, but if people do like praise that game in terms of control, I don't get it, because that game is a slippery mess in my opinion. But you know, I'm not gonna get on that right now, but just talking about slippery controls, and this game is one of them in this series, like, you know, I gotta bring it up, I guess. But again, this is just how I feel, you know, so okay. Can I get through this water route fast with these kind of fast forward controls here that Sonic has in this game? In my opinion, that's the best way I can put it. Come on. Alright. Like, why place an enemy rat? Oh my, like, I'm not trying to be negative. I'm really not trying to be negative, but why? Why is there an enemy rat there? Like, it ruins the level design. The level design is good, it's just, it just ruins it for, you know, like for me at least. And again, you could say this is a skill issue, but why is there an enemy rat here? You know, like, you know, man, like, I don't get it. Like, a lot of people again complain about the spikes and all that stuff in Sonic. I mean, not the spikes, but a lot of people complain about the bottomless pits in Sonic Rush, and that's not the problem. Like, you can get good at Rush, you can avoid those pits, you know, just get the top routes, practice with the game, you know, and all of that stuff, and you know, you should do better, you know, with Rush, Sonic Rush, you know what I mean? But my main problem is, again, the bad object placement in most of the Demp Sonic games, you know, like, that's my gripe, you know. And the reason, and that's one of the reasons why I love Sonic Advance 1 so much, is because, again, it doesn't overcomplicate things. It's just very, like, you know, like I said, straightforward, you know, like, you know, it doesn't have too much of the bad object placement or the enemy placement. The level design is kind of similar to the classics, you know. It follows the same formula, I think, as like Sonic 1, for example. You know, it just does that, you know, in an almost perfect way, not perfectly, but almost perfect way, you know. And I think that's why Advance 1 is my favorite Advance game, man, like, for real, you know. So, but yeah, like, you know, I just don't get it, man. Like, people complain about the pits all the time and rush, and it's just like there's top routes you can learn to get. Worry about the bad enemy placement. Like, that's the main problem with all these Sonic games from back in the day. You know what I mean? So, you know, except for Advance 1, that is. I don't even know what killed me right there, but you know. Okay, yeah, alright. Alright, let me try to get through this though, man, because I just, again, this is a good zone, but again, this bad placement just kind of makes it, like, not that fun for me to run or replay, even though the level design is good. Let me stress that. It's just the bad enemy placement, and then again, this is just how I feel. Someone may feel differently from me, and that's fine. I'm just giving you my feelings and my thoughts about this game. So, don't do that again. Oh my goodness, man. And the controls again are very slippery. Like the controls are very slippery. Like, you could be in the air, you could try to turn, and again, like, I wish someone would like let me know. Like, I wish that I could find out, like, was this like this on a real, like, Game Boy Advance D-pad, or is it just like me playing on an emulator? Because like the controls are just slippery, man. Like, and again, that's the two main things I don't like in a platformer is slippery controls and bad level design, basically. Those are the two main things I don't like when it comes to a platformer, especially Sonic, you know what I mean? So but yeah, let me digress, man. I've been, I guess you could call that a complaint, but it's like, man, yeah, just give me my brunch, I deserve it, and I don't have the feel to wanna replay this stage, like, I can replay Eggman Land a million times, and that's one of the hardest levels in the series, right? And I love that stage, you know what I mean? I S-ranked it many times already now, like, but that doesn't have bad control, that doesn't have bad level design, that doesn't have bad placement of objects or anything like that, like, that's a difference to me, you know what I mean? So, man. I do love this music though here, man. Let me just continue on though. Yeah, I don't have the need to replay though this, you know what I mean? And I could tell that my opinions are, now that I think about it, because I used to, I kind of still do watch them from time to time, but if anyone that ever watches this, you may know of a popular YouTuber, gaming YouTuber, and a Sonic YouTuber as well. Some call me Johnny, and he brought up these same issues when it came to this game. I think from an old brain scratch playthrough I watched probably like years and years ago when I was younger. But he brought the same problem that I kind of have with this game. It's the bad object enemy placement. So I know it's just not me that feels this way. And again, everyone's opinion differs, but I'm just saying that, I can see what he meant now, me being older, I guess, me playing this now for myself, but, yeah, but, I'm just gonna digress from that, because, it's just gonna annoy me a little bit, I guess, because, again, this game is, it's not a bad game at all, like, it's just held back by those issues that I just stated, so, in certain ways. But I'm going to Act 3, I'm gonna try to have a decent run here, at least, I guess, if I can, if, again, it doesn't screw me over. Okay. I didn't even see those enemies there either, and oh my goodness, like, go up. I just want to go up. Thank you. Me playing this now makes me really want to play Sonic Rush though, man, because that is actually one of the best 2D Sonic games in this series. I didn't think I would be saying that like way back then, but me playing Sonic Rush a lot, you know, within the past like couple years, man, yeah, it made me realize that's one of the best 2D Sonic games, excluding, you know, even including the classics. You know what I mean? In my opinion, I know a lot of people love Rush Adventure. And from what I saw of that game, I haven't played it, but from what I saw of Rush Adventure, it didn't look as good level design wise as Rush. But yeah, Rush, man, that's, you know, that's goated, man, you know, in my opinion. But let me not talk about that. It's just me playing this right now, just making me want to play Rush. But you know, and again, this game wouldn't be, you know, again, you know, flawed to me if it didn't have these issues at all. Because again, the level design here is not bad by no means, you know. But you know, let me just be quiet, you know, and try to actually do this. Alright. Okay, I guess that was simple enough. Alright, now let me get to the boss here so I can, I guess, end this off, because I gotta get up early, so, you know. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I remember this boss here. This boss gave me a lot of trouble, I think, last time I played this here. I think you want to hit him from under, right, from my memory. Okay. Isn't there a second phase to this, or am I thinking of something else? Maybe I'm thinking of one of Advance 2 bosses, I think. Yeah, I'm thinking of one of Advance 2 bosses. Sonic Advance 2 bosses, you know. Never mind. Alright, though. How long have I been screaming for, man? Just 1 hour already? I don't think it hasn't even been that long. But yeah, I want to see how I fare when I get to, I think it's called Ice. It's Ice. No, Ice Mountain is Advanced 1, right? I think it's Ice Parrot. No, that's Advanced 2. It's Ice something in this game. No, it's Twinkle Snow. Yeah, Twinkle Snow. I want to see how I fare when I get to that boss, because that boss, you know, is really hard, you know. So, even though I do like that boss a lot, though, you know, it's kind of reminds me of whatchamacallit, Icy Tower in a way, for anybody that grew up in the 2000s. Remember that game, you know, it kind of reminds me of that, you know. But Toy Kingdom, I try to do this the next time, I guess. And, you know, I remember liking Toy Kingdom a lot, I think, in this game here, as well as the other artsy looking zone in Sonic Advance 2. I forgot what that one was called or whatever, but yeah, but yeah, this was just a quick little stream that I wanted to do. I actually have to end it off, you know, because I have to get up. But yeah, as I always say though, you know, I want to keep these streams up when I'm able to and when I have the free time to do them. If you do like the content, you know, feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. It will really help me out with this channel. I'm trying to grow it. I am trying to grow it, at least, you know, because right now I only have 2 subscribers. So I guess my goal would be at this point is to try to get to 10 if possible. I don't know if that will happen or not, but because I don't know if anyone will find me entertaining. But you know, I'm just here to share my thoughts and my gameplay, even if it's sucky gameplay, or even when I try to go for good runs or not. But that just depends on, like I said, if I really like the game enough to do that. And the level design in this game is kind of iffy, like I said, when it comes to certain problems, so I don't feel like I actually want to do that, you know. So, but that's just me, you know what I mean, unfortunately. But you know, I can't help how I feel, you know. So I hope if anyone's watching this, hope they do understand, you know. But I'm gonna end it off though, because yeah, it's already it's already getting late here. So with that being said though, hopefully I could be able to stream this earlier on, but it just depends on when I'm able to, you know, because I wish I could have a set time, like I said, to stream, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that. So whenever I do it or do get on here, it'll be at random times, I think, you know. And hopefully, you know, that'll be like, I guess, sufficeable, if that's a word, I don't know. But yeah, with that being said though, I'm gonna end it off here. So just put on some music. I'm going to pause this. I'll pause this emulator and end it off though. Trying to see what do I want to play. Yeah, if I make that noise, I just realized though, but yeah, if I make this little noise with my mouth, you know, I can't help when I do that, you know. I'm sorry if that annoys some people or not. I hate that I do it, but I can't help that sometimes when I talk, you know. But I just wanted to get that out the way, because yeah, I know it's been apparent, like me screaming on here or whatever. But yeah, let me end it off though. I'm getting, you know, yeah, let me end it off. What do I want to play? What do I feel like playing here to get ended off on? Let's go with some, since we're playing Sonic Advance and we left off at Toy Kingdom. I think I can play some, where is I just seen it? Sugar Lane from Lost World. Let's play that. Yeah. Alright, that should do it. But yeah, that's all I gotta say really. Hopefully I'll be able to stream like really soon again, because my schedule will be really tight when I have to work, that is. I've only been streaming on my days off actually, so you know. But yeah, with that being said, till next time, again, if you like the content, please like, comment, or subscribe. You know, it'll really help me out a lot, you know, if you do enjoy this. But that being said, I am the Werehog, and till next time, you know, we ride.